Very good morning, dear students. Dear students, we are going to study about the Indian desert. So, children, the yellow part is your Indian desert, and children, it is lying towards the west margins of the Aravalli Hills. It's a sandy plain and it's covered with sand dunes. Now, why this area is sandy plain? Because it receives a very low rainfall. You can say it below 150 millimeter per year, and it has a arid climate and it has a very low vegetation. Streams they appear here only in the rainy season, and after the rain is over they disappear because there is no enough water to reach the sea. Luni is the only river in this region, and that too flows only in the rainy season. Fine, and if you compare the Himalayan rivers, so they are flowing throughout the year, and Luni is flowing only during the rainy season. Now, Barchans, they are the crescent shaped dunes. They cover the large area, but the longitudinal dunes, if you say, you can see more near the Indo-Pakistan boundary, which is Jaisalmer. Fine. Now, children, the next topic is coastal plains. So, children, if you just see the coastal plains, how many coastal plains we have? We have two coastal plains, eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. Fine. So, this peninsular plateau is flanked by a stretch of narrow coastal strip which is running along the Arabian Sea on the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. So this western coast, it is surrounded by Western Ghats and Arabian Sea, and on the other hand there is Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Now it's a narrow plain, fine, and it consists of three sections, children. If you talk about the northernmost part of the coast, that is the Konkan, fine, that is Mumbai and Goa. And if you talk about the central stretch, that is your Kannad plain. And the southward stretch is your Malabar coast. Fine. The plains of Bay of Bengal are wide and they are level. In the northern part, they are referred as northern Sarsards, while in the southern part, they are known as the Coromandel coast. Now, large rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, they form extensive delta on this coast, and Chilka Lake is a very important feature along the eastern coast. Fine, children. The next is your islands. Fine. So if you just see in the Arabian Sea, in the Arabian Sea, we actually India has two group of islands. Fine. You all know it is vast. India has a vast mainland, but it has islands also. Lakshadweep, fine, which is lying close to the Malabar coast in Kerala, and the second one is Andaman and Nicobar. Now, Lakshadweep Islands, they are composed of small coral islands. Fine. So earlier they were known as Laccadive, Minicoy and Amendive. In 1973 they were named as Lakshadweep, and they cover small area of 32 square kilometers. Kavarati Island is the administrative headquarters of the Lakshadweep. This island group has a great diversity of flora and fauna, children. The Piti Island, which is inhabited, it has a bird sanctuary here. Now, what are corals? They are the polyps. Coral polyps are short-lived microscopic organisms. Fine, they live in colonies and they flourish in shallow, mud-free and warm waters. Fine. Now, if you see towards the Bay of Bengal, it is extending from north to south. Now the Andaman and Nicobar Island are there only. They are much bigger in size and they are more numerous and they are more scattered. Fine. Then the entire group of island is divided into two broad categories: Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south. And children, it is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. These island groups are of great importance for the country, because again here also great diversity of flora and fauna are found on these islands, and these islands are very close to the equator and it has an equatorial climate, so it has a thick forest cover. Now we have discussed the detailed account of different physiographic features of India. Fine. So this was all about today's topic. Thank you and have a nice day.